Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about healing and change. It's kind of perfect because I literally have a playlist that's called Healing and Change, which I've put this in. But we have Three of Swords in the reverse at the start, and then Wheel of Fortune at the end. And in the middle, it's what we're healing. Two of Cups in the reverse, Six of Wands in the reverse. A sense of failure or loss, a breakup, emotional distance, feeling like somebody that you understood is not like in your inner circle anymore, basically. So this Wheel of Fortune is a change in somebody's perspective, but I feel like that change in perspective leads to other changes that are more material, right? So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime. Just a little bit. Thank you, everyone. As far as like the personal readings lately, it's been really fun to do them for you, but I've also had some really sweet feedback. So I just wanted to say thank you to all the people who have checked that out. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Let's dive in with, we're going to go with the Egyptian Tarot. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, Ten of Wands in the reverse. There's a point of stress here or anxiety. Perhaps you feel overwhelmed because I think for most of you, this is a loss that feels emotional, right? With the Two of Cups in the reverse. But for some of you, this could also be a sense that there is an issue in terms of money or being able to rely on something, create a stable environment. There may just be a lot of chaos around you. Hello there, Mojo. How are you? Hello, Nancy. Let's see. Strength in the reverse. Three of Wands in the reverse. This has led to some procrastination, not getting things done, worrying, wondering what you can do to actually change the situation, but feeling like there aren't really a lot of options. Oops. Six of Cups, Five of Wands. For a lot of you, this could be a sense of like distance from family members or a childhood friend, somebody you've known for a long time. But it could also be that this Six of Cups it can also talk about a reunion or reconciliation. It kind of feels like we have somebody that is pulled between what they've always been taught they should pursue or want, what their family expects of them, and what they actually want. But this Five of Wands, it's kind of an unusual Five of Wands. We often have like individuals actually fighting in a Five of Wands. So I feel like a lot of this is words. A lot of this is implied. Four of Cups in the reverse. World in the reverse. This person that you've known for a long time, I feel like you've not really said the word no to them very often. And if you do, it creates issues. So you're dealing with kind of like, if I had to put a tarot energy on them, like Magician Emperor, like my way or the highway kind of vibe. But I get the sense that we have somebody that doesn't really want to keep following those rules, doesn't want to keep doing what is expected of them. Hello, Latrice. How are you doing? Six of Pentacles, Temperance. Both of these can talk about making things the way they should be, or making sure that nothing is unequal. This talks about a power dynamic. I may have felt weak in your presence before, or I may have, decided to keep the peace and not do what I wanted because that's what you said. I may not have spoken up for my own boundaries, but as I've been working to heal, and this could be this could be another emotional distance, right? As I work to heal something, I realize that I don't want to be stuck in that dynamic anymore where I feel beholden. Lovers in the reverse, Emperor in the reverse, Nine of Wands in the reverse. So that Emperor in the reverse is what I was talking about in terms of my way or the highway. Lovers in the reverse, it can talk about soulmates, right? But in this case, you don't have a choice. If I tell you what to do, that's what you're going to do. And if you don't like it, I don't really care. Hello, Christy. How are you? I totally get that. And I hope you get that. Nine of Wands in the reverse. It's like, if I can't ever be good enough for you anyways, if there's always something for you to whine about or tell me I did wrong, I missed a spot, then why don't I just not do it anymore? Okay. This is a kind of a dumb story, but it just popped in my head, so I'm going to tell it. A while back, I might have been doing someone's laundry because, if I'm doing my laundry, I might as well just do your laundry if it's there, and there was a complaint about how I folded shirts. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, sounds like probably you should do your own then. And looking back, I was probably being a little bit petty because literally it took the one rejection for me to be like, all right, you're on your own. I feel like that's not the case here. I feel like it was multiple instances of, you got to do this, you did this wrong, blah, blah, blah. Really kind of come down on this person, whoever you are, for them to say, I don't want to keep putting myself in the situation where I feel bad for who I am or not good enough because you're an Emperor in the reverse. So what if I just don't care anymore? Because in a way, this Four of Cups in the reverse is also kind of making me feel like somebody's just kind of like, I don't care. One way or the other. All right, so from the Fairy Lenormand, we have the Clover, which is number 2. And number 34, the Fish. Both of these talk about good luck, good news, a change in fortune for the better. And I love to see that for you. This is because you're standing up for yourself. This is the Fairy Godmother Oracle. Abundance. All right, I like it. I like it. Fortuity and authenticity. What a bunch. This might resonate for somebody. I don't really feel like singing it, but what a lovely bunch of coconuts just went through my head. Maybe you're going somewhere tropical. Maybe you feel like going and getting, pina colada. I don't know. Abundance, fortuity, authenticity is such a powerful combination. And I kind of feel like the authenticity came first, but it could be that we have somebody realizing because they're luck is changing, that they need to continue down that path of authenticity. I get some sort of confirmation, validation. If I don't listen to everybody else's opinion all the time and I listen to my own intuition, like Christy's talking about, things go better for me. It might be counterintuitive to other people. It might not make sense to them. They might think that's the wrong profession, that's the wrong relationship, that's the wrong reaction. But at the end of the day, it's your life. You have to live it. So I feel like there's a reward to an individual that stands up for themselves and lives their life the way they want to. All right, let's go with, this is the voyage of the soul. This does feel like we have some level of ascension here. And for now, I'm going to refer to whoever I'm reading for as Temperance. You could have Sagittarius in your chart. Yep. Awakened. You get it now. It's like, okay. My favorite game is Settlers of Catan. Unless you want to play euchre, but it's really hard to get the people that know how to play euchre and can like enjoy it as much as I do. But Settlers of Catan is one of those games where you'll have a variety of approaches or strategies, right? I might go all out on this and not really go for like development cards, for example, or like vice versa. I might really feel like it's important to have this particular resource. I feel like you've played the game enough times to figure out what strategy is best for you. Grant, you like euchre? That's definitely some points in your book. Most people don't even know how to spell it, so props to you. Hello there, Peggy. How are you doing? And then we have serendipitous. Now, the other words on these cards are eyes open, awareness, spiritual quest, epiphanies, right place, right time, lucky. We already had lucky come out, and unexpected. I'm over here getting like a little bit giddy for you, and also pretty stoked that my new red background is perfect for these cards. But mostly I'm like pretty stoked for you. For some of you, the charm that I put on top of this deck might be important. It's a little mermaid. It used to be a necklace, but I lost the chain and I really like the mermaid on it. So, you know, repurposed. I could like so easily get a chain for it too. Wow. So we have yin, affection, caring, soft, heart, and feminine. Leadership. Oh God, that's like kind of hard to read. Teacher, guide, entrepreneur, sharing wisdom, global. And magic, alchemy, shaman, worlds, orbs, fairies, and trees. I used the fairy Lenormands. Oh my gosh, are you a fairy? Let's go prancing in the forest and find some cool flowers. You're special. I feel like you have in a way been activated. You might have felt for a while you were kind of just going through the motions. Some of you may even felt like you were a little bit of a shell. But there's somebody who they're just like, okay, now you're alive. Now you know your purpose. Something magical happened. Something unexpected. For some of you, this could be finding your passion. This could be finding your purpose. This could be finding that those things could be intertwined with a relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic, but I think for many of you, it would be because of the yin card. But you are meant to lead. You have wisdom that others would benefit from. We're talking about magic, so it just kind of makes sense, right, you guys? This is the Hocus Pocus deck. The Empress in the reverse. Nine of Lightning, which is the Nine of Swords, and the Two of Potions, Two of Cups in the reverse, like we had at the beginning. Whoever you are, Temperance, I do feel like you have spent far too much time dealing with a person that is emotionally manipulative. This could be somebody who makes promises and then goes back on them. This could be somebody who is transactional with their care. For many of you, this could be, like I said, like a family member, right? But it could also be a former partner. But this time that you spent with this individual may have resulted in like PTSD, trauma of some sort. You may get panic attacks. You may have, like issues in terms of social anxiety. And if that's the case, if that resonates for you, I'm going to go and give you like a big digital hug. I don't maybe come across initially as somebody who has social anxiety, but I do. Hopefully I mask it well enough for most of you to think that's not a thing, but I have had to, like kind of just like adjust accordingly, be better at picking up on cues, and also be better at kind of like limiting the amount of time that I give to social interaction. And that has helped me deal with whatever social anxiety I have, right? But whatever this is, and I should also mention art and music have been super important. Whatever this anxiety is, it is pushing someone to realize that distancing themselves from the source of this would enable them to have a more peaceful existence, a more enjoyable life, because this person is constantly like triggering the Temperance individual. So this person's come out as the Emperor and the Empress in the reverse. Again, that's why we don't pay too close attention to the gender that we see in tarot. But I also feel like this is somebody who has the ability to leverage both the feminine and the masculine side. I just wish that they leveraged it in like more compassionate way, because these are both in the reverse, right? So we have the Six of Candles or Six of Wands in the reverse. The Eight of Candles in the reverse. That's Wands, by the way. And Seven of Pumpkins or Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. When you get to the point that you realize no matter how much effort or time you put into something, it's not going to be good enough, or it's not going to be well received, there gets to be a kind of sentiment of, why should I even try? Why should I even like put forth all of this effort? I'm not going to get anything out of it, and I'm just going to feel as miserable afterwards, right? Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. Hello there, Drip. How you doing? Yes, I think that's worthy of mentioning. Well, I shouldn't attribute a gender to you. I feel like they trigger themselves and point the finger. I think that's definitely something that people do. Lay out like the perfect scenario so that they can react, so that they can start an argument, right? How could I make you feel like you didn't do what you were supposed to? And another interpretation, by the way, of the Seven of Pumpkins or Seven of Pentacles in reverse is wanting something for nothing. If you don't show the care towards me that I want to or do show towards you, then at some point I'm going to ask myself, why do I give to that if you don't return, you know? Seven of Candles, Seven of Wands, and the Eight of Potions, which is the Eight of Cups. I'm proud of you. This is saying, I understand that this dynamic is not going to change. You're probably always going to make me feel like I didn't really do it right or I'm not good enough. So it's probably best for me just to remove myself from the situation. So packing up all her potions, ready to check out. Potions are emotions, right? So I feel like if you're Temperance, you are someone who brings light with you. It may be dimmed. Even my favorite candles sometimes are like hard to light, right? But you're reclaiming what enables you to fill those cups back up or relight that flame within you. And it's in part because you're no longer willing to offer your best to somebody that will give you scraps, right? Hello there, Maribel. How are you doing? Yeah, literally last night my lights went out again, you guys. The power went out again. So this morning I went to go turn these back on and I was like, and it went through all the colors and like kind of mixed them together and I tried it again and then the red came back and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to get new lights. Hi there, Winter Fresh. How are you doing? All right. What else do we have? The Sun in the reverse, the World, and the Six of Pumpkins or Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, let me get one more. So I talk a lot on this channel about walking away from people that don't treat you with respect and love, or at the minimum, right, respect. But I don't want to make that so prolific that the message I'm sending is it's easy to walk away from somebody that you care about, because it's not. I have walked away from a lot of people. Like, don't ask me to make a list. I don't know if I could make a list. I still love pretty much all of the people that I've walked away from. Platonic, mostly, right? But like, you don't have to start wishing poor things upon others or hate somebody. That takes energy, and you can put that energy to better use. You can make music. You can dance like a fool in your kitchen. You can write a book. Don't waste your energy on hate, but also acknowledge that you could use that energy to walk away from things that make you hateful or make you upset, make you feel less than. And that's what this is. They're walking away in that picture. And this is after we've already gotten the Eight of Cups. So this is like, yeah, things are over. I don't want to repeat this cycle. It just makes me upset. Why would I stay in a situation where I feel like things are never going to improve? Why would I do that to myself? I'm going to love myself enough to accept the responsibility of taking action in a situation that makes me feel less than. So if you're not willing to give to me equally, if you're only willing to take from me and betray me, then you don't get to hang out with me. You don't get to listen to my horrible jokes. You don't get to listen to my laugh. You don't get to benefit from my wins. You don't get to hear my cool stories. That's just how it goes. All right, let's see what else we have. This is the Gilded Reverie. This is an extended Lenormand. All right, this is kind of beautiful. There is a challenge here, an obstacle, right? A mountain in the 21. But it's not as fierce as you think it is. Part of toxic relationships often entails making somebody feel like they're off on their own, right? Like that they don't have other people that care about them. I feel like you're in the process of realizing there are people that do want to give to you the way that you want to give, whether that's friendships, being cool coworkers, or dating somebody. There are changes in your life, and the moon can talk about vocational purpose, direction, what you're going to do for money, right? There's a need for you to like reject the things that are in your way of what you want to do and the life that you dream about so that you can then take action towards that, right? Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Winterfresh. I love this. So this is the Rider, right? Rider, the first card in the Lenormand, and it talks about somebody going somewhere, generally with news, right? I have to tell you something. And this whole like trio makes me want to tell you a story. When my great grandfather was a child, he had pretty much free reign of the Tennessee mountains where I live. So he grew up, I think, like maybe about 12 miles away from where I am. And like I've seen the houses that he built, blah, blah, blah. But when he was a little boy, he was supposed to not go to the cash store on the other side of the mountain. And that was where all the cool things were, right? That's where they made food. That's where people would hang out. And he didn't have any way to get there. But that little boy walked all the way up and all the way down the mountain, which I don't even know if I really want to do. Like, that's a long walk, even though he wasn't supposed to, just to get, like, I don't know, the candy bar he wanted or to see his buddy. There is a mountain in your life, but you might feel like a little boy, but you're still perfectly capable of dealing with it, going and getting that Snickers bar or whatever it is that you want. All right, let's go with, this is the Pulp Tarot. Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles. The number 4 is important. Number 4 talks about being on the right path. We've gone from, I'm not happy here, but I don't know if I can really do anything about it, to I'm not happy with the situation, so I'm going to retreat. I'm going to hold back. I'm not going to keep giving to somebody who is like uncaring towards me. We have the Moon again and the Knight of Cups. I know I might have a little bit of a treacherous journey ahead of me, a little bit of climbing over that mountain to get to the cash store. I know that I may not have all of the answers, but what I do know is that at the end of that trek, I've got a little Snickers bar waiting for me. I haven't eaten yet. Can you guys tell? And I totally do have a Snickers upstairs. This is somebody letting go of whatever has blocked them from living the life that they want to or that they are meant to. Ace of Pentacles, abundance. The universe rewards you when you choose what you are meant for. Chariot in the reverse. But there's a little bit of an obstacle. You might have to actually climb the mountain. I'm just kidding. Hopefully you won't. If you do, bring all the things you need. Tell someone where you're going to be. Don't go alone. Blah, blah, blah. You might have issues with your car. You might have issues with your bike. You might lose your shoes. I don't know, man. There's going to be a little moment where you're tested. You might even have what you want in your hands. Oh, but I dropped it. Or my car won't start. What do I do now? You're resourceful. Use your intuition. You are going to find a way to make this abundant life yours. Don't let anything stop you. You have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. That's determination. I'm not going to give up. Magician. You're rejecting that magician. The person who felt like they could control you. And you're not sorry about it. You know, generally I prefer to see the Page of Cups in the upright, okay? That's a card that talks about apologies, love offers. Page of Cups in the reverse can talk about sadness and rejection. But this is happy for me because this is you rejecting somebody who has made you feel rejected most of your experience with them. And I'm not looking to cause anybody issues, right? But when you have to reject something for your own sanity, your own happiness, your own ability to choose what is right for you in your life, then I will salute you. I will give you a high five. I will tell you you're a badass. Because this is not easy. It's not easy to walk away from this kind of dynamic. But I feel like we have somebody who's finding courage. We might see strength come out in the upright now. Well, we don't have many cards left. Six of Swords in the reverse, Seven of Swords. So I get two things off of this. Number one, if you are planning to vacate, if you are walking away from a toxic connection, use few words. Don't tell everyone your plans. Don't post things on social media. Don't trust people you don't have to with information you don't want to get to certain people. So I do feel like for some of you, there is a risk that you get like some issue pops up when you're trying to walk away or trying to move towards what it is that your life is supposed to be. And it's because there's somebody here who's dishonest, who's willing to tell somebody else what you're up to. Be a ninja. Move in silence. We're all black. It's fun. I mean, I got a pineapple, but it's all black. Okay, guys? Be a ninja. Don't tell everyone your business. They don't deserve to know it, okay? Not everyone, anyway. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This magician energy is going to realize that they don't have control over you anymore, and they might lose their hat. I don't think you really want to be around when this person is extremely angry. I don't think it's constructive. And for some of you, it might get physical. Please protect yourself. I think you know that there is a civil way to deliver your message, maybe even after you're gone, that says, we're not going to keep doing this merry-go-round. I'm not there anymore. I'm not your puppet anymore, right? All right, so this is the familiar, or Tarot of the Familiars. Ten of Cups. Two of Pentacles. So there's a decision regarding where somebody lives. There's a decision regarding where somebody feels they belong. They haven't taken action yet. King of Wands, sideways. I don't often do the sideways thing. Okay, so you are the King of Wands. I think I just did a short. And either the little bubble or the title itself was like, remember, you're the King of Wands. You have what it takes. You might just need to like I don't know, talk yourself up a little bit. Watch a movie that makes you feel confident. I don't know, listen to the music from Rocky. You got this. Three of Swords, Four of Swords in the reverse. It looks like we have somebody accepting that even if there is a risk of heartbreak or not getting what you want, I can't just stay and hide forever, or I can't like waste my life. I'm going to go for what I want. There is a risk that I won't get it, but I'm not going to let that stop me. So, yeah, you know, fear doesn't deserve to be the controlling factor in your life. All right, we have Temperance and the Knight of Swords. I like that because this is fast moving energy. You're balancing things out so that you can put that King of Wands in the upright and take action. So take the time that you need, but don't take too much time because there is a really happy life waiting for you and abundance, a sense of belonging. And I'm excited for you. Yay. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you all enjoyed the reading. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes and for checking out the store that I just created or for requesting personal readings. Y'all are the best. And I will see you on the next reading. Bye, guys.